game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pit Bowl Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hilltoppers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So FIU's offense will take the field first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They feed him again.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. FIU will line up to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Western Kentucky's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll throw on 3rd and short. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Back to pass on second down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Give to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his second interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. The give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
On second and goal, he gets another chance. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And decision coming up, but you know what you're going to do. The ball's on the 1-yard line. You go make your decision. Stay aggressive. Get after it.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers.
I think most coaches on fourth and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground.
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And you talk about catching the defense sleeping. They did not think they were going to throw it to the fullback. He breaks loose, wide open for the huge gain. Nice play by the big man.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to sling it on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
To the ground with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lets it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his... of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. FIU pushing tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He breaks a tackle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The corners are walked up tight. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Wide receiver comes in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Using his legs, it's Bradford. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Bradford. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The give to the single back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Breaks into the open. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And the defense, got him at the 27. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some work, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it go. Finds space on the right. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play.
There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, FIU. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air on first down. Looking for a deep man. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Hey, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Rides the back and leaves it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami.
And the Panthers will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose. Brought down at the 24. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it.
Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
And it's frustrating because you go into half, and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good
rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's got his man across the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. No other words. That was just a terrible throw. FIU will line up to punt.
Number 18 on to kick it away.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He wants to change this route. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. The Hilltoppers in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And the Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, WKU. And the comeback is on.
Number 19 in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in. Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation who will enjoy this win. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. Brings up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Just sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Panthers want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught, close to the marker, it's Woods. Got room at the 35. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. FIU set up with another 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to him on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Power football with the run. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Going for it all. Hauls it in down the sideline. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, this QB has had a rough day, made a lot of mistakes, a lot of bad decisions. But look, still in here, still fighting, still throwing some completions.
The give from the gun. Got the first down, looking for more. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the option. Creates a little room.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy. Running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller. That's what happens down near the goal line, David. With this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Panthers are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The give on the inside. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Leaves it with the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
FIU set up with another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The inside handoff.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Toppers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 4 over NC State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. FIU pushing tempo.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Timeout.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Florida International, 21.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Connection to the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And that's another FIU.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Try to get it to the edge. And And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play.
Turning it on! Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Ready. On the option. The pitch. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll run the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Timeout.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The Hilltoppers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Cornhole, 88. Cornhole. Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that